She's playing you, not with fists, not with open hostility, but with silence, with delayed replies, with warmth that turns cold without warning. And if we are not careful, we hand over the throne of our inner kingdom without resistance. We let another person's shifting moods dictate the climate of our soul. This is not about her. It was never about her. It is about the part of us that trembles at uncertainty, the part that craves validation, the part that would rather chase clarity from someone else than cultivate strength within ourselves. When someone plays games with our heart, what is truly exposed is not their character, but our lack of command over our own inner world. We were not born to be puppets of emotion. We were not shaped to be pulled by invisible strings of hope and fear. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength, wrote Marcus Aurelius. If her attention controls our peace, then we have mistaken what is ours for what never was. So when she plays you, do this instead. 1. Reclaim the morning before the world touches you. Before the phone lights up. Before her name crosses your mind. Before memory replays the last conversation like a wound you keep reopening. We rise. We rise into stillness. The first battle is always internal. If we wake up and immediately check whether she has responded, we begin the day as servants. The mind becomes reactive, scanning for emotional signals. But the disciplined man does not start his morning by asking, "Did she choose me today?" He asks, "Will I choose myself today?" Marcus Aurelius began his mornings reminding himself that he would encounter difficult, ungrateful, manipulative people. He did not complain. He prepared. We must do the same. If she is playing games, let that be part of the day's forecast, not a surprise storm. We sit with ourselves before we face the world. We train the mind to observe its impulses without obeying them. Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by events, but by our judgments about them. Her silence is neutral. Our interpretation is what burns, so each morning we reclaim authority. We breathe. We read something that fortifies the soul. We train the body. We strengthen the will. Before anyone can test us, we have already tested ourselves. 2. Separate what is yours from what is not. When she pulls away, our instinct is to chase, to analyze, to decode every word. But we must draw a hard line between what belongs to us and what does not. Her feelings are not ours. Her choices are not ours. Her attention is not ours. What is ours is how we respond. What is ours is the standard we uphold. What is ours is whether we allow emotional chaos to enter and make a home in us. Epictetus was clear. Some things are up to us and some are not. Peace begins when we stop trying to control the uncontrollable. If she chooses distance, that is her domain. If we choose dignity, that is ours. Most men suffer not because a woman is distant, but because they believe her distance diminishes their value. That belief is poison. Seneca warned that we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The mind invents rejection, where there may only be indifference. So when she plays games, we do not scramble to win. We withdraw our need for control. We tighten our grip on the only thing that was ever truly ours, our character. 3. Starve the ego that craves validation. Let us be honest. The pain is rarely about love. It is about ego. It is about wanting to be chosen, wanting to win, wanting to feel superior to the men who came before or may come after. When she gives attention, the ego swells. When she withholds it, the ego panics. And so we chase, not her, but the restoration of our wounded pride. But pride is a fragile master. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself how small and fleeting human approval truly is. The opinions of others shift like sand. If we build our self-worth on them, we will sink. We must learn to derive satisfaction from alignment with virtue, not from external applause. Did we act with integrity? Did we speak truthfully? Did we maintain composure? That is the measure. When we starve the ego, her games lose their power. We are no longer reacting to perceived threats to our identity. We are grounded in something far deeper than romantic validation. 4. Practice. Voluntary discomfort. Emotional resilience is not built in comfort, it is built in friction. If we cannot tolerate a delayed message without spiraling, how will we endure real hardship? The man who collapses over mixed signals will not stand firm when life brings genuine adversity. Seneca practiced poverty in order to weaken fear. He trained himself to endure what he dreaded so that it no longer ruled him. We can do the same. We can practice not reaching for the phone. Practice sitting with uncertainty. Practice silence. When the urge to text her just to see arises, we observe it. We let it crest and fall like a wave. We prove to ourselves that desire does not equal command. Each small victory over impulse strengthens us. And slowly, the emotional hooks lose their hold. 5. Anchor yourself in purpose beyond romance. A life centered on one person is a fragile life. If she is the axis upon which your mood turns, then your world is dangerously small. We must build something larger than her attention. A mission, a craft, a body forged in discipline, a mind sharpened by study, a network of men who challenge and strengthen us. Marcus Aurelius carried the weight of an empire, yet he reminded himself that fame and affection were trivial compared to living in accordance with reason and virtue. If an emperor could detach from praise, we can detach from mixed signals. When purpose fills the day, obsession has less room to breathe. We do not ignore women. We simply refuse to make them the center of gravity. She may come closer. She may drift away. But our direction remains steady. Dicks respond with measured indifference. This is not coldness. It is composure. When she tests you, pulling away to see if you will chase, provoking jealousy to see if you will react, the undisciplined man flares up. He over-explains. He confronts emotionally. He performs. But measured indifference is power, not because it manipulates, but because it reveals self-sufficiency. Epictetus said, "If someone succeeds in provoking you, realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation. If her actions disturb us, we must examine where we are still dependent." We respond calmly, briefly, without emotional leakage. We do not reward games with heightened energy. We maintain equilibrium. In that stability, her tactics find no leverage. 7. Accept loss without collapse. The ultimate fear beneath all this is loss. What if she leaves? What if she chooses someone else? What if we were never enough? But everything in life is on loan. Seneca wrote that we should love as though we might lose. Not with anxiety, but with awareness. Nothing external is guaranteed. If she walks away, we do not crumble. We grieve with dignity, we reflect, we grow, but we do not surrender our self-respect. Loss does not define us, our response does. And here is the final truth. If someone can be taken from you by games, inconsistency, or manipulation, then they were never aligned with the life you are building. What remains is you, your discipline, your mind, your values. So when she plays you, do this instead. Strengthen your mornings. Guard your mind, starve your ego, train your resilience, anchor in purpose, respond with composure, accept loss with dignity. We are not here to win hearts at the cost of our own. We are here to master ourselves,